Missing. Is it any good? How many butter pumps will it get? Let's find out.
My baby likes butter
Hello, my butter babies. Welcome to Buttered Popcorn Movie Reviews. This week we will be discussing the new Storm Reid Nia Long movie, Missing. Now please note this review comes with a few spoilers. Not enough to ruin the movie for you, but a few tidbits here and there will be dropped. So if you don't want to be spoiled, pause now, go see the movie, and then come back and see me. Okay? Alright, let's dive in. I gotta say, I didn't go into this movie with high expectations at all. It's a low-budget movie. It cost them only about $7 million to produce. Although, side note, there are literally 4 production companies behind this movie. So, clearly Sony had absolutely zero confidence in this movie and probably put very little of their own money behind it. But regardless, we're looking at a $7 million movie that's projected to make around $6 million for the weekend. So not big margins here. We had very soft marketing for the film, very soft social media presence in the lead up to this weekend. So my expectations were not very high at all. Now, for the record, I've never seen Searching, which is a 2018 John Cho movie, which this movie is supposed to be a sequel to. In fact, it wasn't until I was writing up this review that I even knew that there was an original movie that kicked off this franchise, and apparently there's even a third movie, a Hulu movie called Run that's in the mix. It's like Searching, Run, and then Missing. So apparently there's this whole franchise thing going on that I had no idea. So not only did I not go into this movie with high expectations, I also didn't go into this movie with any preconceived ideas about how this movie should look or how it should go. And boy, let me tell you, am I glad for that. Because honestly, this movie is good. Like, phenomenally good. Like, I can't speak enough about how damn good this movie actually is. So let's get into it. Through the lenses of webcams, phone cams, texts, DMs, FaceTime, Apple Watches, WhatsApp, security camera footage, all sorts of stuff, we get to watch the action unfold. Now, apparently that's the way the 2018 movie was shot as well, but because again, I didn't know that going in, I'd never seen any movie shot in this way before. And let me tell you, I was hooked. The entire movie for me felt very voyeuristic. Like I had a bird's eye view of watching someone else go through trauma through a computer screen. It was like the feeling when that a lot of us get while we're watching a reaction video or watching a gaming channel. So what's this movie about? Missing tells the story of a teenage girl named June who is left to her own devices for a week while her mom and her mom's boyfriend go on a romantic getaway to Colombia. A week later, June goes to the airport to pick up her mom and her mom's boyfriend, but they never get off the plane. Hours pass and neither show up. So June fills out a missing persons report and talks to a representative at the American Embassy in Colombia. But because America has little to no jurisdiction in Colombia, the American authorities, including the FBI, can do very little to get the ball rolling without Colombia's direct involvement. So The wheels of international bureaucracy began to move, but very, very slowly. So June, being the plucky teenager she is, takes it upon herself to do what she can to find her mother. It's like a Nancy Drew teenage mystery, and I am here for it. And let me tell you something. This movie kept me on my toes. This movie had so many twists, so many turns, so many misdirects and red herrings. It demanded my full attention for the entire hour and 51-minute runtime. This movie is fast-paced. This movie keeps it moving. It does not slow down at all. Even in the moments when there is literally just a cursor typing in a Google search or on a sticky, which happens a lot in this movie. There's no dialogue. There's, of course, music going on in the background, but there are moments in this movie where all you see is a computer screen and typing. And again, that drew me in. It's like, ooh, this is something that I've never seen in a movie before, and I'm in it. As each new lead turns into, unfortunately, more dead ends, two more leads pop up to take its place. And while the writing sometimes tiptoes into implausibility, it never stays there too long. The movie is barreling to its final destination, so it doesn't allow us to marinate too long in, well, that seems like a stretch, which is smart, because there were a few times I caught myself saying, now, wait a minute. But I couldn't dwell on that thought much longer than it took to initially think it, because we were on to the next thing. And I had to pay attention so as not to miss the next important clue. It is literally a whirlwind of a movie, and I lived for every second of it. Real quickly, I couldn't help but notice how much of that $7 million budget must have gone to paying off companies like Google, Apple, Amazon, IKEA, and Facebook to use their products on screen, because those 5 companies and the various products they own, like WhatsApp, FaceTime, Siri, TaskRabbit, the Ring doorbell, and the Apple Watch, just to name a handful, are all over this movie. Now remember, this movie is shot from start to pretty much finish through the lenses of various computer and social media technology. So there is barely a scene that goes by that either doesn't feature a company's name, the technology being used, or both. So for as much time as their company names and products are on screen, girl, I would have just given them a producer credit in exchange for using their products on screen, because literally in every scene, either a product name, the technology itself, or both are being used on screen. And I mean, $6.9 million of that $7 million budget must have gone to those companies. It was just crazy how much product placement was in this movie. Now, let's talk about the acting. Let's talk about the acting. Storm Reid, who is literally the second coming of Zendaya, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. This little girl carries this entire movie. She's in 90% plus of the movie, and let me tell you, she is absolutely compelling to watch. Even more so when you consider for most of the movie she's acting opposite a computer or a phone screen. And this young lady sells the hell out of this role. I believed everything she said and did, and was right there with her every step of her journey in this movie. She Miss Storm Reid is an actress to watch, and if I were Mrs. Zendaya, because listen, I know I was kind of joking about Storm Reid being the second coming of Zendaya, but if those two don't look like sisters, if those two do not look like sisters, Miss Zendaya, snatch Storm Reid up, go make some black movie magic together. Nia Long, Nia Long, what can you say about this legend, this veteran, this forced to be reckoned with? She personally came on my radar way back in the 90s when she played Will Smith's love interest in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But after that, we have the iconic movies Love Jones, Love Jones, Boys in the Hood, Soul Food, the Best Man franchise, which is still going on today. Girl, check her resume. She deserves all her flowers, and honestly, in this movie, she does her thing too. Now, to be fair, to be 100% fair, she doesn't have a lot to do in this movie, but whenever she was on screen, I was invested in what she was doing. She made me truly wonder what her secret was and how it fit into why she disappeared, because halfway through the movie we find out that Nia Long's character hasn't been 100% truthful about who she is. And so how does all of that figure into her disappearance? She made me cheer for her badassery during the final act when all was finally revealed. So even though she wasn't on screen for much time, I was completely invested in her when she was there. Then there's this actor whose name I am scared that I am going to completely mutilate right now. So Joaquin, if you happen to be watching, please know I apologize in advance if I said your name wrong. There's an actor in this movie named Joaquin de Almeida, I think I got it, who plays Javier Ramos. Why did I just roll my R? That is so horrible. But Javier Ramos, who plays a Colombian TaskRabbit worker who remotely helps June in her search for her mother. Joaquin plays Javier like the big daddy bear hug we all need in our life. He radiates warmth and caring and genuine concern for June as he goes about hunting down various leads June finds for him to search for in Colombia. And that he is able to exude all that warmth and affection and compassion by acting into a damn phone camera. I mean, it just speaks volumes to how well this man can act. I want him on my side looking after me when my mom disappears in Colombia. He was just that good. He's been a character actor for a good long time, and I really do hope that he continues working as a character actor or even a lead actor, because he's just that good. The rest of the cast are all just fine in their roles. They didn't make a great impression on me, but they are all serviceable. Most if not all of them are actors I have seen before in various other character roles, and they were just fine. I didn't hate any of them in their roles, and coming from me, that really is saying something because I'm a nitpicker. So how many butter pumps am I going to give Missing? You know what? I'm gonna give it 5. That's right, bitches. 5 butter pumps. Except for a few times it dips its toes into implausibility, this movie really did give me everything I needed in a mystery thriller. My time was not wasted at the movie, and I'm glad I went. Moreover, and this is the real reason why I'm giving this 5 butter pumps. I liked the movie so much. I'm going to go see if I can't find Searching and Run somewhere on streaming so that I can watch both of those movies so that I can get caught up in the entire franchise. This movie made me want more of it. I want more of this kind of social media, webcam, phone cam, ring cam, sticky notes, all of it. I want more of that. Go see this movie. Do not walk, run, and go see this movie. Go support it because it needs all our support. So, have you seen Mystery? Have you seen Missing yet? If so, what did you think about it? How many butter pumps would you give it? Sound off below and let me know. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for subscribing, you guys. And I will see you in the next one, my butter babies. Bye.